So, tomorrow is Mother's Day, and I honestly just had no idea what to get you. So I thought instead of giving you something materialistic like our family, always does, let me just do something that we don't usually do and tell you how I feel, communicate with you. And tell you some things a mom should hear. So, when we were growing up, I always heard, I was going to be just like my mom. I was going down the same path. I'm just like her, blah, 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 blah. And I always knew it was supposed to be, an insult. It was a bad thing. And what I didn't understand is why being like my mom always had to be a bad thing. Why couldn't be my mom be a good thing? And a lot of those good things, some of those good things were you always gave. You always gave. I remember you talking about how you gave blankets to these homeless people by the 7-Eleven in Irving. And I saw you give food to a homeless man. I've seen you do so many favors for friends and family and taking care of other people's kids, and it made me want to be that way. So I go the extra mile and do stuff for people even though I don't have to. I don't let them take advantage of me, but I try to be a good person because my mom was a good person. I saw my mom was a good person. You always made things fun, no matter what. Even to the hard times when it was just a bus ride to the museum, and that was even fun. You always found stuff to do. You're always creative. I remember this one time whenever I was in Crockett and you came up to the school and you told me, you were like, don't tell anybody, but on Friday I'm going to come get you guys out of school and we're going to go to Texas State Fair. And that was the best day of my life. It was so fun. Except for the fact that I was on my period. That kind of sucked. But, and you always worked hard. I bust my ass at work and I come home and I have to, I don't have to, but I choose to clean the entire house and help out and, take care of my birds and cook. And I got all that from you. I didn't learn that from anybody else. I saw you cooking and cleaning all the time and going to work, having jobs and keeping up with us. And it was amazing. And I hope that, I can keep that going for a long time because, it's stressful. It really is. You always knew how to do stuff and you always knew the answers to things. I feel like no matter what the question was when I asked you, no matter how random, you would know. It's you had a lot of knowledge. You were an old soul. People call me that all the time and I'm like, so was my mom. You always know what to do. What I mean by that is in life you know what to do. I feel like if I was ever in a bad situation and I didn't know how to get out of it, you would know. You would know how to get me out of jail. You would know how to get me a lawyer. You know how life works. You're wise. And I feel like I could always go to you if I really needed help. But then again, you also taught me to be independent and self-assured, so I don't go to the family for stuff. I've been through some hard things since I've moved out, but I've always gone through them by myself because you taught me how to. You taught me to have fun, not take life too serious, but at the same time, there is things in life we need to take serious. And I know that, and you really helped me with my maturity, building up my maturity over time. You helped me with that because I got that from my mom. I learned how to accept people from you. I learned so much from you that has molded me into the person I am today, and probably the person I'll be, down the road. I realize now why you did hard things, as when we were kids. I can see why you did some things now. And I honestly just want to say thank you for doing everything you did, for telling me, no, you can't have that piercing, which at the time I thought you were just trying to kill my soul, it just stopped me from being an independent. But now I realize you don't care if I'm an independent. You don't care about my physical. You just knew at the time I wasn't mentally mature enough to make that decision. And I know that now. And I know that no matter how many tattoos or piercings or whatever the hell I have, you're still gonna love me. And, that's why I don't have so much pressure to make you proud. I'm not trying to disappoint you at all. I'm not doing anything that would disappoint you. But I feel like you'll always love me no matter what. And I think that's something good to have as somebody's child, because I know a lot of kids who feel like they have to earn their parents' love. And I feel like I already got it. Like, I'm set for life. Shh. So I just wanted to tell you how much I love you. And even though we're not on the same page right now, like, it doesn't stop me from thinking about you and worrying about you and loving you, because I really, really do. I mean, we kind of grew up together. You're my mom, and I love you more than anything. Happy Mother's Day.